So this is our last part on this chapter 2. It's how to compare radicals. You're going to tell me, Miss, okay, I'll take my calculator. No, you are not allowed to take your calculator to compare it. You can use your calculator to check your work, but you cannot. I need to show some steps to be able to understand how you compare those radicals. So let's take an example. Just we have two cases. When the two given number are positive and when the two given number are negative. I want to compare 2 radical 3 and radical 5. Which one is bigger? Sure, I cannot, from the looking, know that which one is bigger. You are not allowed to use the calculator. So what do you need to do? To compare those two radicals without calculator, we need to square them. So first step, you square the two radicals. So 2 radical 3 squared gives me 2 squared is 4, radical 3 squared is 3. 4 times 3, 12. Then radical 5 squared is 5. Then now you compare those two answers. Who's bigger? 12 is bigger than 5. And both are positive. And this is important to mention that both are positive. Yani 2 radical 3 and radical 5 are positive numbers. I'm comparing those positive numbers. So it's 12 bigger than 5. It means 2 radical 3 is bigger than radical 5. So which number squared gives me 12? It's 2 radical 3. I have it here. So I can write directly that 2 radical 3 is bigger than radical 5. It's not the same case for the negative. I will tell you why. If I want to compare minus 2 radical 5 and minus 3 radical 3, also the same. I will start to square them. Minus 2 radical 5 is minus 2 squared 4. Radical 5 squared is 5. 4 times 5, 20. And then here I have minus 3 squared is 9 and radical 3 squared 3, so 27. So who's bigger here? 27 is bigger than 20. But both are negative. So I cannot say that this is bigger than this. No, this one will be smaller than this one. In the negative, we switch. Why? To understand it more, I really want to give you an example. Let's see, look at minus 2 and minus 3. Okay, who's bigger? We know on the negative, it's inverse. Who's bigger, minus 2 or minus 3? No, minus 2 is bigger. So if you square minus 2, what will be the answer? 4. If you square minus 3, what is the answer? 9. Who's bigger now? 9. So when it's negative, now we know how to compare it. Yani, if I want to compare 2 and 3, 2 is smaller than 3, but minus 2 is bigger than minus 3. That's why we switch the inequality. And here the same. If I have this one, the 27, divided give 27 bigger than 20, it doesn't mean that minus radical 3 bigger than minus 2 radical 5. No. I need to switch it. So 27 yani gives me minus radical 3. It's not bigger. I will switch it smaller than minus 2 radical 5. Now some of you will tell me that, Miss, if one is positive, one is negative, how are we going to compare? One is positive, one negative. It means that sure, the positive is bigger. The positive is bigger than all negative numbers. That's it. This is the last part. It's very easy. It's very simple. So if the two numbers are positive, I square. I compare the square, and I will take the same inequality. It will stay the same. Yani I will not flip it. So if the square, I have the first one bigger than the second one squared. So without the square, also the same. But when they are both negative, you square. When you compare the square, to compare the numbers without the square, we switch the inequality. It will be bigger, smaller, not the same inequality. That's it. And you know that if you have any question, you can ask me all the time.